Okay, so would you like to read with us, to comment, to share on Vilapa Kusmanjali, verse number 19?
Oh, really? Vilapa Kusmanjali?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Do you
okay.
have a book?
No. I was thinking, like Uttokarika Barari, but anyway, any book, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, shall I start?
And
I'll
could you
start.
put me in the translation room? And maybe Jai Krishna Prabhu also need translation room.
So today, Radha Govindaji?
Gurudev, he's reading Utkali Kavalari, yes, for Radha Govinda.
Yeah.
But if Gurudev is not here, so we will read Vilapa.
Okay, whatever you desire, I just hear whatever, help I could do. I want to join and share.
Okay. It's all ready as I can see, so we can start. So, verse 19, Vilapa Kusmanjali. O Bhavini, beautiful or emotional girl, when can I diligently bring clay mixed with camphor along with scented water into your room? Wash your lotus-like feet with a stream of this water in a place suitable for washing your lotus feet, and dry them with my hair. O Bhavini, beautiful or emotional girl, when can I diligently bring clay mixed with camphor along with scented water into your room? Wash your lotus-like feet with a stream of this water in a place suitable for washing your lotus feet, and dry them with my hair. Maharaja, can I ask you one question here? Very interesting.
Yes.
Why Manjari here says she mentions, when can I wash your lotus-like feet? In a place suitable for washing your lotus feet. Why does she mention this thing?
Why?
Why does she mention this small thing, like when will I wash your lotus-like feet? In a place suitable for washing your feet. Why she mentions about the place?
Mm-hmm.
As for me, it's not necessary, but she does it.
So I feel this. So Raghunathas Goswami, who is author, is always enter in the Nitya-lila, means Swarupa, Swarupa, Manjari Swarupa, and also Sadhaka Deha. And this question is why he mentioned in a place suitable for washing your lotus feet. So I feeling, say Radha Mohan, Nitya-lila, after say, say from beginning, Nishantarila is coming. Nishantarila means say, we may say, before sunrise, Radha Mohan get up. And then, some arati, something, and they have to separate. They don't want. What they don't want to get up. But Brinda Devi is in charging, they have to go back to suitable time. Otherwise, a big problem. So, they say, Jatira is coming, something. And then Radha Mohan is completely, oh my God. So they start going back to certain place. Generally speaking, Mohan go back to Nandagaon, Nanda Maharaj's place. Radhika go back to Jawat. And then they sneak into the bed because, in the morning, grandmother, mother-in-law coming to see her. So they have to enter the bed. And then, like Mukara, Radhika's grandmother, or, other superior came and some greeting, and some pastime. Why, Radhika, why you are wearing yellow shawl? I saw this yellow shawl yesterday, Mohan, Krishna wearing. Why you wearing this yellow shawl? And then, but Radhika, Vishaka, and Manjari, they very nicely behave. Hey, mother, you are old. Your eye does not work properly. She does not wear yellow shawl. See, and then Manjari exchange. So in this pastime, and then Radhika wake up. They go to bathroom. And then Saki asking, and Manjari, you can bathe, you can help Swamini to bathe. So in my feeling, say, this in a place suitable for washing. Of course, not only Jawat, any place, maybe could be Nikunja, could be, any place, but in a place, in suitable place is Nitya Vrindavan. Because I want to enter in my spiritual body, in Swarupa, in this pastime, to washing my Swamini's lotus feet. So therefore, in a place suitable for washing means divine place and divine opportunity, which in our Swarupa Besh, we wish to do this, not this physical body. So I feel in this suitable place means in Nitya Leela, could be Jawat in Radhika's bathing room, or could be Nikunja or other place, could be suitable for this place. That's I'm feeling. So if as a devotee, share. And this is, I wish to hear. I need to purify by your association. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaja. Very clear. Thank you very much. Commentaries. The service of Sri Radharani is not like the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is the service of ecstatic love personified. In his Prema Bhoja Maranda Stava Raja, Sri Raghunatha Dasa has written, her form is born from the glistening thought gem of Mahabhava. Where are the significant living entities? And where is that Mahabhava? The essential portion of the Lord's pleasure potency is named Prema, love of God. And that Prema is known to consist of blissful transcendental flavors. The quintessence of Prema is Mahabhava, and the personification of that Mahabhava is the goddess Radha. Therefore, for engaging in the service of Sri Radha, one must adopt a favorable mood.
So I want to little bit, I want to share. And also Suniti Didi, our Suniti Didi also present. And if you inspired, and please help us. So here Baba mentioned from beginning, the service of Sri Radharani is not like the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is very significant. Why? And the Gurudev oftenly mentioned Bhagavad Gita 10:10, purport by Srila Prabhupada. At first, we must attain. At first, our goal is Krishna. The goal is assigned. Then we can go more further to the ultimate goal of life. Krishna's service is also difficult, but Radhika's personal service is more difficult to attain. See, Srimad Bhagavatam mentioned until Mahabhava in Rasa dance, Maharasa. So, in the Bhagavatam mentioned up to Gopi Baba. And Shukadeva could not mention Radhika's name. He mentioned indirectly Radhika's name only. So far to speak Radhika's service, he could not write because time is short, or maybe he's not ready to say about Radhika's pastime. So, and then Mahaprabhu's pastime is very important because until appearance of Srimati Radha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the glory of Srimati Radharani and service of Srimati Radharani is completely hidden. Of course, some Purana mentioned Radhika's name. That's true. But even though they read Purana, they don't understand who is Radhika, what is Radhika's service. So Mahaprabhu give us glory of Srimati Radharani and how Krishna wear or Krishna steals Radhika's feeling and Radhika's bodily effusions. And how Krishna want to taste Radhika's feeling, which is called Mahabhava. So therefore, here, Radharani's service is only appeared by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers, especially Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and Raghunatha Das Goswami. Because they are Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojanacharya. Especially here, we are so lucky to hear Raghunatha Das Goswami's Manjari's seva and Manjari's feeling, and how Manjari's perspective we can appreciate Radhika and Radhika's Mohan. So, in this sentence is very, I think, important. And here also mentioned essential portion of Lord's pleasure potency is prema. Sometimes Gurudev say, Radha Shakti is prema. So this prema, love, is spread all over the world, all over the universe. But sometimes we cannot see because of material contamination. But if we could purify, we could see any place, Radhika's love, prema. And here also mentioned, for engaging in the service of Shri Radha, one must adopt favorable feeling. Means we need certain one-point bhava, which called bhava urasarati. Generally speaking, Manjari bhava. And this bhava should not mix as a bhava. should be one-pointed, should be very pure, should be so loyal, and should be very humble and very loving and a service attitude. And also we need intimacy with Srimati Radhika. So, I feel these things. So I may talk too much. So, but I feel these things. So if Suniti Didi, if you feel something to share, please help us.
Radhe, Radhe, I just feel the beauty of your words. Very nice. Because we are living on the mercy of each other's feelings, right? Like you say. And the subject to come into feelings is always the most important subject every day for me. And like you said, the feeling that are fixed on our Swamini's service, these are the most important feelings to cultivate and to always be conscious who I am. Because for the service of Srimati Radhika, like Baba says, it's not like serving God, it's not like a duty or like a fearful fulfillment of any kind of rituals. That's why he mentions it's not like even anything compared to what we have been feeling before. Because before many lifetimes we have been trained to maybe worship God or fear the institution of God that has been built here on this planet Earth. Like any churches, temples, or mosque. But now need to really go deeper into another reality of spiritual bodies. And I remember when you mentioned about the bathroom of Srimati Radhika, I remember also our Gurudev Narayan Maharaj. When he spoke about the Nitya Lila, about Vrindavan, he always said, leave now wherever you are. Leave America, leave Germany, leave Japan, leave in your mind the bodily consciousness and come to Vrindavan. And then he would always depict Vrindavan so beautifully, like in the most beautiful way. And of course, we can then also imagine to serve Srimati Radhika will be something that is completely beyond any material level or any imagination of anything that we have ever felt before. And that is mercy, how to receive it, how to feel it. That's why we are dependent on each other's mercy, and that's why we are listening to each other. So we can nourish my feelings through the feelings of my like-minded Sajatiya Sangha. This is my daily bread. And whenever my mind tries to come into something that is comparing things to this material world, I try to be very conscious about it, because the idea of mingling it will not produce taste. It will not produce any ras. So to come into the feelings of the service of Srimati Radhika, we need to listen from those who are living and feeling in that service. And even then, to pick up the remnants, I feel it's always a special mercy, a special drop. Every day I'm waiting for this drop. The drop that makes my consciousness change. Uplift my consciousness to who I really am and how to perceive the spiritual service, the spiritual feelings, and any situation can shift in that way that I will be able to feel something. And when feelings come, then also some impressions are made in the heart, samskaras. So that subject is our daily subject, not to be just like a follower of any religion, but to follow the lotus feet of our manjaris, especially Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, and of course, Guru Manjari. Thank you, Jayananda ji, that you are giving us these feelings of your heart.
Thank you, Suniti.
Thank you very much. In the previous verse, Sri Raghunatha attained his desired devotional service. But when that vision vanishes, the agony of separation becomes intolerable. Weeping and weeping, he prays, Ai Bhavini, beautiful or emotional girl. When can I diligently bring soft clay mixed with camphor, along with scented water, into your room? Wash your lotus-like feet with a stream of this water and wipe them with my hair. What is the meaning of the address Bhavini? The address is made in a spiritual vision. Swamini is all emotional, and so are her maidservants. Swamini is ecstatic about her lover, and the maidservants ecstatically love Swamini. This cannot be experienced with a scattered mind. It is necessary, therefore, to bring her mood into the heart.
So, a little bit comment. Here, Baba mentioned Raghunatha vision vanish. The agony of separation becomes intolerable. And then next sentence, I Bhavini. And Anantasvaji Maharaji, in I think Shiksha Shtakam, he mentioned I means lady's word. Generally speaking, man does not say I. That means even Raghunath Goswami in his Sadhaka Vesh, still he is thinking, I'm Radha Dasi. Of course, spiritual Swarupa Vesha, she's I'm Radha Dasi. But even though in his Sadhaka Vesh, he is always fixing, I'm Radha Dasi. So, this mood should be into my heart, our heart. So this, and I could associate, I don't know, 8 years ago, our Gurudev's god brother Mohan Baba. And just I met Mohan Baba left his body before maybe a couple of weeks ago. And then Mohan Baba was telling us, Abhiman is most important. Abhiman means, who am I? Especially this, I'm Radha Dasi. And this Abhiman is so important. So even I heard Mohan Baba's disciple, he used to chant Radha Dasi, Radha Dasi. So just whenever I see this I, then I feel, oh, this is lady, and he's always in Swarup, like a Radha Dasi consciousness. In Shukshashtaka also, Mahaprabhu say, Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patitam Ma Bishame Bhavamado, Kripaya Pada Pada Pankaja, Stita Duri Sadrisham Bichintaya. This I also, ladies' word, means radicals. Well, so Mahaprabhu feeling, radicals feeling. So just I want to comment and share. Radhe Radhe.
Thank you, Maharaj. Swamini is ecstatic about her lover, and the maidservants ecstatically love Swamini. This cannot be experienced with a scattered mind. It is necessary, therefore, to bring her mood into the heart. Something will be understood when the conditions become even slightly favorable and some help is given. How wonderful is the Goswami's loyalty to the lotus feet of Sri Radha. Srimad Prabodhananda Saraswati has written in Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, nothing else can please my mind than the nectar rasa of the maid-servanthood of some most amazing jewel of adolescent girl from the outskirts of Vrindavana. it is natural that nothing then pleases the mind anymore. Because Raganuga Bhakti is a mental religion.
So this is, if Gurudev was there, it's there, he might see mental religion. So Suniti, could you share something this about mental religion?
I'm not so advanced with this, but yeah, we are using our mind to do our meditations, right? We are using the mind, and therefore we need to have a good and a peaceful mind that is fixed in the self-conception of being a small servant of Srimati Radhika. That is or let's say Gurudev always says, first I have to understand that I am not this body. I'm soul. So what is the nature? And that is the form of the soul, is a sweet girl. And like our Govinda Mohini, sometimes she's working with these pictures to meditate also on the form of a little girl in that realm of eternity. So that is the only way how to enter into Divya or Nitya Vrindavan in a spiritualized conception of myself. Yes, Gaura Sundar says we start with this.
In the mind.
In the mind. It's not that all of a sudden, I have realized who I am. No, it is a practice. That's why we have also our Ekadas Bhav. It's all written down. Gurudev has given us our feelings. Oh, Gaura Sundar also has come now. He is inspired to share.
I'm listening. Radhe, Radhe.
Welcome.
So beautiful. This mental religion is because we have no ideas of the spiritual world. So everything first appeared in the mind. So the mind is creating pictures and situations. When we read as like Vilapa Kusmanjali and these books, so then the mind is creating all these pictures, and the acharyas, they are trying to use the most beautiful imaginations from the material world to explain the spiritual world. And so our mind becomes infused by their words, by the Mahavanis. And then they create lotus-like face, moon-like face. This is only an example for the most beautiful thing we can imagine. And then the mind starts to work in this and makes an imagination even of our own body, of our own spiritual body as a maidservant. Gurudev gives name, color, form, clothes, the seva we are doing, the kunja we are serving, everything, but all starts working in the mind, because we need this mind for creating all of these pictures and imaginations, and even the beauty of the spiritual world. We need this mind to cooperate. And so we can see it's a mental religion, because we serve by our mind. And then, if we are really fixed in that, one day, Swamini will appear, our seva will appear as a vision. And for that, the acharyas are praying constantly. When we see our Raghunath Das, who we are starting love very much because we're guiding him in our mind.
We are guided by him. No?
No, we're guiding him.
How you mean?
We are sitting there when he is serving Swamini, then we are sitting next to him.
Mm.
And he gives the explanation of everything, and we can see, yes, oh yeah, it is, oh yeah, wow. This armlet, what is it? Bracelet is so beautiful, and it's so close to Swamini. Oh yes, and we're sitting next to him. And for that, we need our minds. And so if this is working and we are one-pointed, then one day that will happen. In the beginning, we get some spurtis. Short vision. Wow. With the light, with the colors. When Swamini changed her bodily luster by different feelings, this is not happen in the material world. Nobody can change their bodily luster in the short by getting different emotions. But in Swamini, this happened. And so when he explained, or she explained, our Tulsi Manjari, when she explained these experiences, we are there. We are sharing this. And our imagination by the mind is guiding us. Because we are not this mind. We are the soul. And we are watching this. We can realize these pictures with the cooperation with our mind. Because we fix this mind in the spiritual abode by the mercy of the Acharya. So, mental religion. This is mental religion. But when Swamini's mercy appear, then the mind is finished. We don't need this mind anymore. When the vision is there, then the soul and the spiritual realization is one. Then the mind is finished then. In the vision, this vision makes us visible everything, then no more mental religion. Then mind is over. This is the difference. First imagination, but vision takes over. The Leela now is the boss and is leading. Leela themselves makes us visible, this beautiful abode. No more mental religion. But now we need this. Now, as long as we are not like realized, self-realized, like our Raghunath, he was out of mental religion. He was in the Leela, and he is guiding us. So we have to follow them very, very carefully, and really in their steps. No little bit right, no little bit left. No, exactly. Because they are on that path and showing us the spiritual abode, the beautiful abode of Radhika's kingdom. But now we are in mental religion.
Thank you. It's very clear.
Radhe.
There is no necessity of spiritual injunctions for lobha eva pravartakah. Only sacred greed is the inaugurator. Even the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot experience the beauty of the thoughts of Sri Radha's maidservants. In the Vaishnava scriptures, the glories of the Ekanta, one-pointed devotee, are specifically sung. Srila Rupa Goswami writes, of all the devotees, those one-pointed devotees whose hearts have been stolen by Govinda are the best. Even the mercy of Shrisha, Lord Vishnu, the husband of the goddess of fortune, cannot take their minds away. The one-pointed loyalty of Radha's maidservants is even more wonderful than the one-pointed loyalty of Krishna's devotees. They do not even want Sri Krishna's grace without that of Sri Radha. Their hearts are exclusively surrendered to Sri Radha's lotus feet. I'm yours only. I cannot live without you, is the slogan of that proclaims their loyalty to Radha's lotus feet. Srila Raghunatha Dasa cannot tolerate even the idea of worshipping Sri Krishna without Sri Radha. In his Svaniyama Dashaka, he has written, not even for a moment will I go near that impure place where a proud hypocrite worships Govinda alone. Once again, not even for a moment will I go near that impure place where a proud hypocrite worships Govinda alone, while neglecting or disrespecting his most expert lover, Sri Gandharva, Radha, whose glories are sung by the Vedic scriptures and great sages like Narada Muni, who carries the Veena. That is my solemn vow. Whoever carries Radha's lotus feet in his heart has such a beautiful mind.
So this is Radha Dasi's consciousness, mind. So if we worship only Krishna or Govinda, then that person's concept is God consciousness. Prabhupada mentioned in introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam, the conception of God and conception of absolute truth is not the same. Because conception of God is Aishwarya Baba, attract by power and opulence. Suniti did mention always some fear also there, or sometimes duty bound, oh, I have to do this. This kind of conception is some tinge of conception is there. But in that Aishwarya Baba is less feeling or less rasa. But in Vrindavan, especially Madhura rasa, we need rasa, Krishna. We need Baba. We need Mahababa, Chintamani, Radhika. And rasa and mixing this Baba, and then Ananda is coming. And so much full of rasa in Brajalila, especially Nikunjalila, especially only Radha Dasi could enter in this Nikunjalila. So if once we can taste or feel this feeling, then we cannot imagine God conception. Because without Radhika, Krishna does not work. Krishna cannot do anything. Because Radhika is energy, source of energy. Without energy, what can we do? What Krishna can do? So, and Radha Krishna should be always together. But we are more favor to Srimati Radharani. Because we are not Vishama Sneha. We are not Sama Sneha. We are Radha Adik Sneha. Our desire is Babo Urasarasa. Manjari Baba. So this Raghunatha's determination is so fixing. This is the real one-pointedness. So I want to learn. So this is very, I think, important point.
And one more thing, Jayanandaji, I like to add to that explanation of Prabhupada. There is the controller. He explained the controller. So if we worship the controller, that means we have desire also to be controller. And if we worship Radhika, who is the source of love, we become this energy. So this is a great difference between worshipping the controller, God, and worshipping his love, his heart. So his heart and he is the absolute truth. And we are the servant of that heart and the Lord. And then the Lord with this heart of Radhika, because he is the pleasure-giving, she is the pleasure-giving potency in him, in his heart. So, and we worship this pleasure-giving potency, Radhini Shakti. And so, we entering in that energy of her, and not in his energy of to be the controller. This whole material world is in the energy of the controller. Everybody likes to be controller. We see all the conflicts coming from that energy of to be the controller. The small in his family life, in his village, in his country. All is this energy of to be, I like to be the controller. Actually, if you are not the Lord himself, who is the controller, you become demon. You like to be like the Lord himself. You like to be the concurrent of the Lord. So you like to be independent. This is the energy of the controller. So for this world is working, and with all the conflicts and everything is there, is coming from this nature. To change this root problem, we have to enter in his inner heart energy. And this is no one else than our Radhika. And her energy is love. And not only in this material love, her energy is prema, divine love. And this makes the great difference. So the whole world should start to pray to her and to serve her. Now, this controlling mood is to enjoy. This is behind the controller, to enjoy. But behind the love is to serve. From the enjoyer and the controller to the love and the servant. And this is no one else than the Manjari. They are completely selfless in their service to Swamini. And so this is what also Prabhupada explained there, what you said.
Yes, very good point. And yes, controller is enjoyer. And this is like kind of tinge of selfishness.
Sure.
And yesterday we are reading Manjari is, what do you say, topmost of selflessness. Pinnacle of selflessness.
Yes.
So in this selflessness, it's so tasteful. Even Krishna want to be in this position. And then Mahaprabhu appear. So thank you very much. Very beautiful point.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
А управление, ну, то есть, если правильно я понимаю, ну, вот управление и контроль, оно в конечном итоге все равно не дает тебе полного счастья, да, потому что даже вот все законтролировать, но если нету любви и счастья, то, ну, какой в этом получается смысл? То любовь, она все равно выше, любовь и счастье, да, то есть вот это получается, если мы как бы, да, смотрим вот эти, ну, существование как бы, да, вот реальности просто Бога, который контролирует все, да, и любовь, да, то есть вот высшая конечная цель.
Ananta says, what's the point of being a controller that in the end, if you don't have love, if you have control but you don't have love, you are not happy. So what's the point to be a controller?
Yes, very good point. Ananta is very good point. But contaminated mind is feeling controller is good. But actually not. This is very distaste for purely, someone who is a pure person.
Thank you very much. The next part of the commentary is Lila, and I suggest we read it next time. If all devotees agree.
Yes, right. But the last question was very nice. What is the use of to be the controller?
He is coming to Vrindavan soon also.
Oh, wow. So now we read this book of Prabodhananda Saraswati. He was the greatest teacher at that time, and he was very, what is to say, maybe also a little proud of this. And he was defeating Mahaprabhu in the beginning with arguments and this and that. And he also wrote letters that was not so nice. Makes example of a beast and this. But when he met Mahaprabhu, he immediately fell in love, and he could even not speak. He was unable to speak because he fall in love, and he became like a child. It's described in this book. He became like a child. He was helpless in confrontation to this love. And so the next day he ran to the streets when he heard that Mahaprabhu was somewhere, and he ran to them. Don't took care about his position, because he was very, wie nennt man das, wenn jemand so angesehen ist? Sophisticated. You know, everybody was thinking, oh, he is
he had a high reputation.
High reputation, high position. He is the best of all. So, and this is this energy of the controller. And when the whole society is saying, yes, he is the best. So you become, oh, I'm the best. I'm very proud of this. And like the Pope in the Christianity, he is very educated. He is so powerful. But there is no love. But when love appears, he forgot everything, his position, everything, his reputation. And he only liked to see
the beautiful dancing of Mahaprabhu.
This Mahaprabhu. And this is, but he recognized this only after touching the love. Then he could feel the difference, this emptiness, when he was the controller or on this high chair, when he was so very high position. He enjoyed this somehow, but then the love he could feel. And then he was, wow. Overwhelmed. And he never will change this again. So that we have to find out. And you are right. There is, after finding the love, there is no more meaning of position and controlling. Finish. I'm controlled by the love. And who is also controlled by the love? The highest controller. God himself is controlled by love. So, Dhanandaji, the difference of controller is clear. He is controlled by love. This is okay.
Да, я почему подумал, почему мне пришло это в голову, если мы просто посмотрим вот на на государство, на общество, на высшие планеты, да, то есть на все как бы создание, то везде есть вот это как бы наивысшее, всеобъемлющее управление, то есть оно все выше, да, но вот если там полубоги или там Вишну или еще кто-то, везде есть спутницы, да, там Лакшми, например, да, там у Шивы Ума, да, или Парвати. То есть те, кто, ну, то есть они, сложно их представить, если вот они такие вот просто вот управляют и вот такие как машины, да, и ничего не чувствуют. Вот, поэтому всегда, то есть есть те, кто с ними, кто дает любовь, кто, то есть вот дает это счастье и вот какое-то развитие. И Шримати Радхика, она является вот наивысшей, ну, да, той, кто сама причина, кто сама любовь, причина вот этого всего. И это, ну, как бы самое наивысшее, что есть, не просто, да, вот это, ну, какое-то, это все контролирующее, это понятно, да, то есть оно есть, потому что без этого не может существовать там вселенные и там государства и все прочее, но нужно понимать, что самое высшее — это любовь, и, соответственно, это сама Шримати Радхика.
Yeah, so it says, I was thinking and I noticed that everything in the creation has its controller. Its government is controller, or demigods are controllers, and all the demigods and even Lord Vishnu, they all have their partners, women, yeah, wives, which that give them love. So it's not enough just to have control and enjoy. They must have love also, and this supreme love is Shrimati Radhika. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next Saturday. I hope Gurudev will be with us. Radha Radha.
Radhe Radhe. Thank you very much.